Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Transport Fever 2, coming at you with more of our Dedication Island series. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Always a pleasure to bring you another episode every single day. Before we get started, I have an update. This episode is being recorded to be released on Friday. So, if you are watching this on the day of release, tomorrow, on Saturday, I will be doing a live stream of Transport Fever 2 Dedication Islands on Twitch. Link below. Come and hang out. Ask questions about the series. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you'd like to see us go in the future. And yeah, we'll do some work on the islands. I got a few ideas of things I want to work on. Try to accelerate our growth and move through the time periods a little bit. And I will be live streaming it and then uploading it to the YouTubes as well as a special edition of the Dedication Island series. It'll be put into the system as well. But yeah, there you go. Come hang out. I hope to see you guys there. Now, time to get to work. Today, we are going to upgrade, finally, our production of construction materials. A long time ago, we set up the potential for overflow of construction materials into this harbor to be sent down to Hedoniapolis. And we never actually got around to doing it. We just kind of got away from us. So it's something that I want to get done, and it's something that we're going to do right now. So, look at this. Holy cow, bro. Let's go ahead and we got 4. So here's a funny situation, completely off topic and completely distracted from what we're supposed to be doing. We have here the much better Moscow F, which actually came out quite a while ago, and I haven't been using it because I absolutely love this one. It's probably my favorite vehicle in the game, but it's kind of like one of those things where maybe I should just switch, lower emissions, more power, faster speed. I mean, it does all the things better, but you know what, I'm just gonna clone it up, get one more on there, try and deal with some of that traffic. It's being stubborn, I guess. Yeah, but whatever. I like that vehicle. We're gonna stick with it for a little bit longer. So let's ignore all that and jump in to the things and the stuff. First thing we're going to need to do is make it so we have more materials to make the construction materials. And that's going to come along here to this lovely quarry. So let's see. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? What do we got? It's all pretty level in here. I'm thinking what we could do is probably do a road along here and then just spike it into there. So let me go in here. You know what I haven't done yet? I haven't updated the roads in here, and that's kind of crazy. Of course, in our last episode, we spent all kinds of time updating our roads and improving stuff like that, and that was lots of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. So yeah, that's there. That's good to go. And just come over here like that. Good. All right. Now we also want to extend this level, go like that. And we also want to come down in here amid still, there we go, on an angle like that. There we go. Actually, I'm going to just make it a little bit closer. There we go. Just like that. And then we'll just do a straight kind of line in here. Like that. moving all kinds of land. And there we go. Kind of digs in. Part of me wants to smooth it out. Part of me doesn't, because it looks kind of cool having like it's just like, it actually looks really cool. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it just like that. All right, so there is more stone that can be brought into here and hooked up. What I'm gonna do is probably have them come along here and go up into this and come back out, and then they won't really interfere with any of the other lines crossing over other than here. So let me throw down a truck station. And even though I only need one, I always like the symmetry, the look of the symmetry of having a truck stop that actually has both sides, essentially. And because it is going to be filling up, we always want to make sure that we make it nice and long so that it will fill up with construction materials and there'll be lots of space. And although there's be a steady flow of traffic, so it's not like it's going to fill up that much. Once you have it dialed in, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just a general rule that I live by, and yeah, you guys can do it however you like. All right, so we're going to click in that truck stop just like that, and we're going to set up a new line. And we're going to go from here over to here. And this is in the process of making more construction materials. So this is along the red spectrum. And this is gonna be obviously super early on, so we're gonna make a nice light red, practically pink. In fact, I think you could probably call that pink. And then this is, it's coming into the middle section, coming back out. That's good. This goes like that, and then there. Very nice. Okay, and this line is going to be called cargo, and it's going to be stone. And what are we calling this place again? This is like the central materials area. I don't know. I gotta sort that out. I'm gonna call it central materials for right now. It's like a great big depot that's going to have it's like a central, nowhere near a city train yard depot that sends stuff in different directions. So I don't know. I gotta figure out a name for it and make it consistent. I apologize. I don't want to waste your time doing that right now. So stone to here, and then it'll automatically get loaded onto the construction materials line here, which is stone to Brompton factory, which is making us plenty of money right there. Now, right now, it's capable of delivering right around 400, and we're going to want it to be able to deliver 800. But those vehicles might be a little on the older side. Let me just see what we've got here. Are they using... That's the Russian Class YE, yeah. So we could upgrade... we could upgrade. It's a bit of a short stretch, so top speed isn't all that important. Although we probably would get up to top speed. And also the other guys on this line will be doing 80, so we don't want to get in the way of that. And we'll also get the higher speed faster with the more power as well. So let's go ahead and buy the good stuff. And let me go cargo. And we're going to use the old gondolas here. And I think this was the ones we were already using. So if we made that into 12, like we had, going slightly faster, that should put us right around 400. And then we would need to double it. But we don't really want to do that. What I think would actually be better is if we made this, if we did 3 trains and kept the traffic on the line down. So if we were to make these both into 18s and then add a third, I think we would be there. Let's try, you know what? Let's try 16s and see where that gets us. Let's try 16s and see where it gets us. right there. And then we'll add on a third. Let's go ahead and let the game play, actually. So, yes. What I need to do next is put vehicles on this line. And that means going in here and grabbing the cargo. We did unlock these guys, but they're terrible. Unless you like the look of them, they are a terrible vehicle. They're actually worse than the ones that unlocked earlier. These Benz. So let's go ahead and grab this. And let's go ahead and get, let's say 20 on that line for now. And sorry about that loud sound. You have to talk to the people who made the game. It's not my choice. And there we go. So we're gonna get 20 of those bad boys on that line, bringing more stone over here, and the vehicles going back and forth, moving the stone. Should be able to fill those up, and then we'll see what the capacity is. The capacity is up to 521. So, and actually it's going up a bit. So yeah, if we were to add one more right now, it would actually put us over 800. So even if it doesn't go up anymore, we're in pretty good shape. So the other stone, this is the other one for the stone here, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and say that we'll let that kind of sort out exactly how much that capacity is going to be on that line before we add another train. And the stone gets dropped off. Let's take a look here at the capacity, because we actually need this to become 800, which means we almost need to double what we've got. What do we have in here right now? 15? I am going to say, let's go ahead and grab 10 more. Like that. And that's going to bring, that of course brings the stone over and the construction materials back. Now, what this is going to do is, we're only currently, we basically want to go over 400 is essentially what we want to do. Because Kinshotaki is demanding over 200. Henduniapolis is only demanding 100, but that'll go up very quickly once we actually start fulfilling those demands. And I would also like to potentially put a road down this back way into a harbor and bring construction materials up into Morphous City. Now that we have better boats and stuff, and Morphous City hasn't had anything delivered yet. So I want to start getting some of these perimeter cities that haven't had anything done to them yet. I would like to start getting them going. So that is an option there. So what we're going to have to do then is add in another factory. Now I'm just trying to think. I put this in here, and I'm sure it was for a very good reason, but I'm not sure if this is blocked. This is, maybe I can't get, maybe I just do like one here and one here. Like that. Maybe I go on the other side of the road, I think, eh? A? Alright. Let's do that. So let me go in here and grab one of these and see what it looks like. If I were to do it like this, it would basically be... Is it the same? Yeah, that would be the same way. If I did it like this, it would be the opposite kind of appearance. I kind of think it looks better like this, but what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to pause it for a second. And I'm going to delete this road for a moment. Hopefully with no regrets. And I'll put this in here, essentially. Is that parallel? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then we'll basically go right about where the road is. Pull it back just so that the bottom side of that road lines up with this one. And then we'll line up the two. Click that in. And then we'll bulldoze that. And then we'll come in here with the new roads that we've got. And let's go ahead and do that. What I'm going to need to do is to start like this. It's close, but it actually is a little crooked at the beginning. There, that might be it. I think that's your winner. There we go. But for some reason, this is not even close to level. How do we feel about that? That looks pretty gross. Shoot, that's my fault. I thought that we were pretty much all level over here. Let's crank these up. And level this out, because we're not even close to level. I thought this was, I had this level, but I clearly didn't. Make it close at least. All right, let's try that again, shall we? And again, I think we'll do it from here because this is the angle we need really. And again, we want to be basically the bottom side of that road to be level with the other road. Is that? That's good. And then parallel or lined up directly with the one above. And like that. And now, unfortunately, we've got to do that road again and hopefully do it right. Nope, not quite. So, one more time. No, not quite. It's so close. Just ever so slightly further down. No, and that's not it. For sure. I think that's it. It's not perfect. Damn it! I had it perfect the last time. One more try. That's as close as it's going to get. I'm not wasting any more time. I think I got it though. Well, it's pretty close. Anyway. Now we have two of these bad boys hooked up. And we could press play again. And as long as we have the rate, what do we got? 600 now. We'll let that keep going. You can see it's ticking up still slightly. And then what we need to do, the next step is we're going to need a harbor, another harbor in Henduniapolis. And interesting. Okay, I don't mind the look of that. I wouldn't mind it smoothed out though. Just smooth the extremes of this hill down a bit. Like that. And then it's actually going to work out pretty well because the industrial area is actually sitting right here. And we're going to want to do a harbor bringing in the industrial good. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab this. And we want the cargo. The cargo. And let's go ahead and put it. I'm actually going to put it on a bit of an angle here. Something like that. And I'm just going to have it sticking something like that. And I'm going to immediately configure this thing to... I'm actually going to do two things. I'm going to go... Whoop, cargo. Like that. And then I'm going to do... I was actually going to put it here. But I'm wondering maybe it will look kind of neat here. Like that. How does that look? No, it's got a... No, that's no good. It's no good. That's how it looks. Configure. It's hard to tell with this big white screen, but yeah. My thought was here. And then basically the ships will come into here like that. I think I like the look of that. Just like that. So then we also have to configure this to allow for that. Put one on each side just for the heck of it. And if we ever need to bring, like, we're bringing the food in on the bottom, so this is the only cargo one, but we'll also at some point maybe want to expand this to include passenger. So if we were to bring passengers from, say, Kinshotaki or from up in the north here down on ferry, which I'm sure we'll do at some point, we may want to reconfigure this and make it that much more impressive. But for now, let's go ahead and just get a road in there like that. Nice and easy. And then we'll get some more smoothing going, because that's what we do. And yeah, I don't mind that actually. It's kind of a cool looking little whoop and then whoop again. All right. So the next thing we need to do is need a place to drop off the goods. In this case, construction materials. And what we need to do is take a look at... Our general plan is to have this be the line for residential this way, and then the commercial, or sorry, the industrial to expand down this way, like this, and even come down into here if it needs to. And then this is going to be where the fuel is refined. And I'm actually thinking, oh, you know what I just realized? Yeah, that's a good, very good point. This is going to need to expand because we're going to be bringing in the refined oil. So we'll have to expand the look and the appearance the way this works as well, because we're going to be bringing in the refined oil, and we're going to have the refineries down in here on this pier, on this peninsula tip kind of thing here. And then the industrial will kind of be formed around it. And then probably the fuel itself is actually going to be shipped down into our big harbor we're going to build here. So there's a good chance we probably could just come out of here, just to, instead of having traffic come across the city to drop off the fuel here to ship, we could just ship it out of here. We're going to have to redo that into a bridge that we can go under anyway, sooner than later. So yeah, we'll have to have refined coming in and fuel going out. So this is going to be quite the big dock eventually. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Anyway, so what we need to do, the whole purpose of being on this white screen, is we need to figure out a location to drop off the industrial goods. And that means this. We can make it smaller. And we don't need this on anymore because we have a good idea. And we actually, it shows us obviously too. So we don't need that. We can put this in here and it reaches all the way down there. And so somewhere in here, I think, is pretty good. And then it will reach, you know, I'll have roads coming out that'll allow it to reach into here and down into there. And of course, anything that lands will be in range in this area anyway. So I think this is the spot right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing parallel. And I'm going to go ahead and put it as far down here as I can. I put it right on the corner, to be honest with you. It still reaches everything that way. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put it like here, and then I can have a road coming out of the middle. So let's go like this. I'm going to put it right there. Just like that. That's our drop-off point. And what I'm actually going to do is just do a little bit of road construction. We're actually going to come straight out of here. And it's going to not want to do that. If we can help it. There we go. And let's go ahead and draw. I'm going to bulldoze this. I'm going to draw this road kind of. I want to kind of get to here. Like that. What's happening to this road? Did I hit? Whoa. Did I click yes on that? I clearly did. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I don't know if I want to go straight out or kind of get to the point where these are a little bit more parallel. But I kind of like the idea. Let's try that. And then let's try... let's try that. Something like that might work. Oops. And then if we can configure this to have street access at the back, then we can just actually dart it back and forth right there. There you go. That's beautiful. And then of course we'll have other roads happening like this. Just do a quick job. I don't want to waste too much time. Yeah, we want this. We actually kind of want it to go to there. But that's going to make a weird thing happen. Why are you doing this to me? Is it the... You know what? It might be a matter of smoothing things out. Yeah, that would probably make it easier. Just make everything kind of smooth. And then maybe we make a better road like that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We got to come down the hill. Like that. And then... Yeah, we want to bulldoze this little piece here. And then redo. There we go. Looks good. Just in time to delete yet another. And again, just give it a quick smooth out. Actually, I'm going to do a little smoothing back in here as well. Give us some nice attractive looking lines there. Alright, there we go. So that gives us the beginnings of more shape. It'll fill in like that. Lots of room for the industrial kind of, maybe another rounded road like that. Coming down into the area where we'll do the fuel refinery. That looks good. I like it. So what we want to do in here then is, let's go ahead very quickly and grab depot. Because I don't even know if we have a depot in here. If I do. Do we have a depot? I don't know. I think I might have deleted it. We'll put another depot. I'm actually going to put it right in here. Nice and easy. Right like this. Going to give us a nice curved road there. I like it. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and this is actually going to be construction material, so we can buy these guys. And let's go ahead and grab like Let's grab 4 of them and see how that does. And before we do that, we have to, of course, create the line. And that's going to go from here to here. And this is actually going to be a nice dark red because this is the final delivery of DEL delivery of construction mats to Henduniapolis. We'll call it Hendun for sure. There we go. Hendun. There we go. And that's that. And then we need to do another line that goes from here to here. And that's going to be a slightly less dark shade of the red. And that's going to be boat freight. And that's going to be I'm just going to make it shorter. Con mats can show to Hendun. Like that. And I'm also going to need a shipyard, which I'm going to go ahead and stick very conspicuously in here. Bada bing, bada boom. And what I'm actually also going to do is create a pathway through here. That, so we can come out of here and slide up into here. And then what I do is just go to the easy brush like that and go to smooth and smooth this back like that. And now there's a nice little passageway. It wasn't cheap, but it's going to save us going all the way out here. We can simply go straight through there now. So when you look at this line, it can now go right up through there. Perfect. All right, now we can come in here and purchase a couple of vehicles. We now have this bad boy right here, which is really nice, the Schaffhausen. And let's go ahead and buy, you know what, I'm just going to buy one for now, and we'll slide them on at a nice spacing of our own construction mats. There we go. Boat freight. All right, there we go. So there we go. That guy's going to come out, and he's going to start going there. We've got these vehicles in here, which we purchased, which we haven't put on the line yet. We'll do that now. That's delivery of construction mats to Henduniapolis. So bang, bang, bang. And now all we have to do is make sure that our rates are there. We have the line taking the construction materials via train up to Kinshotaki. We just need to make that bigger as well. So we have, oh, you know what I wanted to do too, before I forget, is we want to pause before we do this. We need to configure this and get rid of this little guy. No vehicle in the way. What? All right, you just turn around. There we go. There we go. We need to configure this guy and bulldoze that and put on the large dock like let's just put it like that for now. That's fine. And of course the landing strip like that, and then that should pick up. There we go. Let's got that line there now, and we can put it back on play. So this guy's the first of many. When he gets out here, we can add a second, who knows, third, fourth, whatever. We'll see what the rate is. But like I said, we're over here, and we need to up the rates of a couple things. We need to go Let's see. We need the stone to Brompton to be 800 or close to 800. So we're going to definitely need another one of those. Let's go ahead and clone this guy. Another one will come pulling out of here, and of course it's going to line up. I'm actually going to pause that for a moment because it's lined up perfectly with that one. We won't. Wait, that's no, that's okay. No, that's fine. Is this okay? So when that one gets clear a bit, let's go ahead and throw this guy on there now. By the time he gets up to speed, that guy's kind of rooming along. So that's 3 on that line. That should get us pretty good. And then the other thing we wanted to take a look at was the construction materials to Kinshotaki is capable of 477. That's the Russian class YE. We're going to want to manage these vehicles. We're going to want these guys to be better than what they are right now. We want these to be our China Railways JF1. And we're going to want... We're at 14. I'm going to go with 16. It's a nice long route. We're going to want 16 of these guys here. So, like that. Let's go and replace those. Oh, shoot. I thought I got to 16, but I didn't. My fault. Let's do that a little bit more carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now they're 16. So we'll see what kind of rate that gets up to. So we now have... so the stone to Brompton, adding a third's got it up over 800, which is where we want to be. We could probably even make these 15s, but that's fine for now. It's the difference in speed between 15 and 16 is not going to be too big a deal. And then the construction mass to Kinshotaki, turning those into 16s, we'll see where that number gets us. We also need to make sure... Looks like we have this line actually maxed out on vehicles. So, because we're a little bit of a line up here, looks like they're evenly spaced all the way a line, and just a touch of line up there as well. So this line's definitely, excuse me, maxed out. And it looks like it's settling in and around, somewhere probably around 700. Maybe it's just shy of 700. Oh, it's actually going up a bit still. It's still kind of settling into exactly what it wants to be for speed. Are these... Actually, you know what? I'm going to just... I think these are actually the right ones, but let me just double check. The speed on these is 50. I'm not sure if these are able to go 50 or not. Let me just see something here real quick. Are these guys going 50? See, they're only going 40. Excuse me. They're only going 40, and they actually slow down for the turn as well. But if I change these streets over to the modern guys... Oh, I got that. See, a lot of them don't update to the more modern stuff. I'm going to have to just take some time one day and just get all those going. So these guys can now go significantly faster, as it turns out. So the rate's going to go up. Now, it's also going to mean we need less vehicles, so we're going to get more backup. But that's fine. It'll sort itself out here in a minute. But that number is going to get a lot closer to 800, which is really good. And this guy's already maxing out. This guy's going to start to rank up as well. We need to transport stuff, which means getting the construction materials. This is... Yeah, those are hooked up. I was going to say that's got to be hooked up. So this is all about the delivery of the construction materials to that line. And this is stone coming in. So let me just check our rates again. See, that's 518. That seems so low. I feel like that should have gotten higher. I was hoping it would anyway. We might have to get at least 2 more of those on that stretch. Now, mind you, it is a pretty long stretch. I don't think there's any doubt that we're gonna need... That's a good number right there. I like that. I don't think there's any doubt that we're going to need at least 1 more. Let's go ahead and clone that. Start to uptick that. And then what we also need is... I'm going to go ahead and clone that guy. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that guy around again because we're not going to have construction materials here. Actually, we do have... Okay, but this guy's coming here anyway. So by the time this guy gets to here, that guy will be to there, and they'll kind of be opposite ends. So that's actually pretty good. We actually did start to get some construction materials dropped off here. A whopping 2 of them. So essentially what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to bring upwards of 400 down this line. So that we can have, you know, Kinsho can still get 200 plus, and then the overflow can jump into Hendoniopolis, who will need, you know, at least upwards of 200 at some point. Probably 150 to start. Getting pretty big in here. Now the one thing is I actually, funnily enough, don't have a distribution. Ooh, nice. We got an industrial building on this side finally. Nice. What I actually should do is make some roads and create some stuff to space in some more industrial. But yeah, that's good. The industrial's popped over here. Because I don't have... Because the... words. When the construction materials get dropped off here, they're auto distributing because all of the industrial is actually in range of the train yard. And I actually don't have, if you look in here... There's a couple... my whole goal was to not have across the road. So we gotta get rid of those. Now, these don't get distributed because these... we don't reach those, right? We don't reach those up here. And we don't want them there either. We kind of want this to be the cutoff. We could have more industrial down here, but we don't want them up here. I want that to turn into residential up on that hillside. So, we can delete that back. And like I said, the commercial comes down in here. Excuse me. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete some of this commercial. And then the industrial can fill in here as well. I kind of like the idea of the industrial just coming straight down along the railroad tracks. Even if eventually it gets far enough down that it's out of the reach. Which is actually the case here. Well, and then I'll just have... I can even just have... a truck yard or like a shipping of the via truck to the other locations if I need to. But I like that kind of right along the railroad tracks industrial and then skipping over to this side as well. So that's pretty good. Kind of like the way that's coming out there. Oh, no. What the heck? Kinsho Otaki, 188, 286. Yeah, 206. All right. So, we're coming towards the end of the episode. Let's see where we're at on our setup here. So this guy is 716. So it's kind of working itself out. I might, because they're going faster, it looks like we might actually be able to add a vehicle or 2 more. Let me go in here and clone a couple more. Might be able to squeeze in a couple more, just barely. It's all about getting it shipped out as well. And that means our lines in here. This is up to 624, 650. So we probably need 6 on this line. There goes a big shipment of construction mats right there, but it's still not full. Here comes a shipment of stone, not full. That's another thing we haven't checked on, is how much of this is getting shipped. We're at 288, we need to be 400, so about half of that again, so that's going to be 10 more. So that should get us up to speed there. It's having enough stone to fill out this line, because it can deliver 865, so if you have 400 there and 400 there, it'll definitely be able to keep them mostly full. That'll be enough delivery to get those both to 400, and then it's just about shipping it out, like I said, and that means this line here getting to 800. So I think with 5 of them doing 650, that's like 130 each. So another one gets us to 780. It's not bad. 780 is a number I can live with for right now. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, I'm going to call it there. One thing I'm probably going to do... is between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and set up a road down in here and then just get the flow going into Morphous City. Because, of course, you know what I'm just realizing? I've done this. I'm kind of silly. I don't need to deliver 800 construction. I need to deliver 400 construction materials here. I'm making 800 or pushing towards making 800 because I need to deliver Morphous City and eventually to Druidville. I have completely hooped that. This is the one I just bought. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I apologize. I just realized, it just kind of occurred to me, I don't need to deliver 800 down that line. You guys have probably been watching for the last 10 minutes like, what's he talking about? He only needs like 400 down there. I could probably get rid of another vehicle, actually, if we're being honest with ourselves. Do I have this? Oh, I have this paused. We haven't even been advancing in time yet. I'm like, I looked down. Why is it still 1925? I had that paused while I was doing some simulation to get a line up and running. Okay. We could probably get this down one. This is the vehicle here. Has it got anything on it? No? I'm going to delete that. As long as we're somewhere in the 500 range, I'm actually pretty happy. Yeah, that 550, like, even if it's in 500, that's 250 each with the overflow. I screwed that. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. We're way over time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, tomorrow, if you're watching this the day it was released, tomorrow, Saturday, the 11th of January, live stream on Twitch, playing this map, Transport Fever 2, Dedication Islands. Come by, check it out. We'll see you later, folks. Bye-bye.